The 10 Best Waterproof Pop-Up Tents Reviews and Guide 2020. The waterproof varieties are even better and great for hiking or mountaineering. When a sudden shower hits, you'll have a roof over your head in no time at all. Today, we'll take a closer look at some of the most popular pop-up tents right now and tell you what we think about them. Let's get going. 1. Coleman 2-Person Pop-Up Tent. Coleman, a tried-and-true tent brand that's been going for a long time and shows no signs of stopping. They're well known for making quality products, and this tent more than lives up to that reputation. It's a spacious tent as well, being around 7 feet and 6 inches by 4 feet and 5 inches. There's not a lot of vertical space, only 2 feet and 11 inches at the highest point, but it's mostly enough. The tent is also fire-resistant. If the need arises, it probably won't, but you can never be safe enough. 2. 2-3-Person Automatic Instant Pop-Up Tent. This is not a tent from a well-known company, but despite that, it still has some great upsides and a surprising level of quality. The waterproofing, for the most part, is good. Water certainly won't get in through the top or the walls. However, there are a few issues with it. The zippers and stakes are quite poor. The stakes can be replaced, but the zippers will snag and be difficult to manage. It's also a bit on the smaller side. 2 people can barely fit inside it, let alone 3. It offers plenty of the vertical space, but the floor space is limited. 3. Coleman 4-Person Pop-Up Tent. Here's another decent offering from Coleman, this time for more people than is common for pop-up tents. It's still roomier than most pop-up tents and has quite a lot of vertical space too. It's 9 feet and 2 inches by 6 feet and 6 inches with a center height of 3 feet and 4 inches. The waterproofing is top-notch, as expected, and the rainfly can be repositioned to your liking. Sadly, it is plagued by the same issue that most pop-up tents have. It's difficult to put back into the bag. The large size makes that problem even worse than usual though, and you might need 2 people to disassemble it, so it's risky to use it solo. 4. Malibu Mega 3-Second 4-Person Waterproof Tent. One of the major problems with most pop-up tents is a terrible lack of ventilation. You'll be sweating like a pig in there. There's plenty of room inside it as well. It's 12 by 8 feet if you count the canopy at the front. 4 adults can realistically fit inside it, even though it would be a bit crowded. However, that's more than you can say for most tents that claim to be made for 4 people. It has a few niggling issues, however. Carrying it can be a chore since it's packed like a large desk. It won't fit on your back. The window flaps are great, but they can only be closed from the outside. When they're open, the rain can get in, and that's not what you want, but you need to get wet to close them. It's inconvenient, to say the least. 5. Varieties 3-Person Family Camping Dome. The main upside of this tent is how roomy it is, while still being relatively easy to carry. It's got 79 by 79 inches of floor space with the highest point of the roof being 53 inches. Your whole family can fit inside it for sure, if it's relatively small, that is. Ventilation is also not a problem since it has 2 large doors and the waterproofing mostly holds up, but more about that later. Unlike most pop-up tents, folding it up and putting it back in the bag is easy. Perhaps a bit easier than it should be, which causes one of its largest problems. In heavy winds, the tent will just fold itself flat onto your head. Sadly, it's not stable at all, and you will have to be careful when camping inside of it. Needless to say, you'll get all wet when that happens, and that's just a bad time overall. It's good for light summer and spring showers, but not much more than that. So, this is the review of 10 Best Waterproof Pop-Up Tents Reviews and Guide 2020. Now, if you like this video then give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to our channel or visit our website www.top10bestlist.com.